Outdoor Politics. My name is Greg.
My name is Louis.
And what is today?
Today is Tuesday, April 24th, 2020.
All right, and like I said,
welcome to our podcast. I hope you can see because we still having some problems.
All right.
You say something, it takes me 1 second to read.
Anyway,
we are nearby each other.
I know, but we're practicing social distancing again, just like the government wants us to do. So, anyway, we want to welcome our viewers on YouTube, Facebook, and our audio listeners on Anchor FM, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, just to name a few. And like Louis said, today is the 21st of April, and basically the United States has been locked down for a month or so.
Yes.
And so,
right, that's a good start. Here in the United States, what's going on with those people? They rather go out, go back to work, and die.
well, that's the problem we're having now. People now are getting tired of being at home, I guess. They want to go back to work. Well, it's wrecking the economy.
Well, the scientists keep saying to reopen, we have to go step by step. And one of the situations we need to do is more testing. And then, this week, I found out South Korea, they are opening it up. Now, how? Testing. That means you are positive, you are on lockdown. You are okay, you can go to work. So only the ones who test negative go out and can work. The others stay home. So as things progress, they are releasing more and more people. That's what we have to do, not to wait anyone here.
Well, then what's the
But
answer?
now we have Trump fighting the freaking government. Why?
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Everything is just it's just something that we've never been through before. But I think it's been kind of, per capita, we have the smallest death rate in the world per capita. We've done everything correctly. It's just the problem is, I don't know if the politicians want this to go on and happen. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on here. Because everything is, I don't know, it just seems like it's something rotten somewhere. Something's fishy.
That's for sure. And it's stinking too.
It's stinking pretty bad. And then,
That doesn't help the country.
No, it's not helping in finances, and now the small business loans that they were supposed to give the small business, well, the small business didn't get it, all the big business got it. I don't understand.
How come?
I don't know.
How that may happen?
Well, this is what I found out. Wells Fargo,
they are giving back $10 million.
right, because they get a percentage of that as far as interest and loan. Because when they do the loans, they make more money on larger loans than they would like on, say, somebody small like me. They don't care about me because I don't make millions and millions a year, so and I don't employ 500 people, and that's why.
Our economy is founded on small business.
51% of it.
Big ones, yeah, only 40%.
Well, it seems to me like the politicians don't give a rat's behind about small business. They're all in it just for their money, and I believe it's just I got to blame both sides really. I mean I think the president is trying to steer everything in the right direction, but then he's getting a lot of people putting their hand in the cookie jar. I mean, why would you give 25 million to the performing arts, in New York City? I mean,
What's it for?
I don't know. A kickback probably.
No, it gets a little complicated. Way. The way they are conducting this situation.
So where are you going?
Everything is even on this situation they are playing politics on both sides.
I know. It's a damn shame.
It's not a time for that.
It's a shame. It really is. It's just a damn shame. And it's just and we got to remember this come November. We have to remember this because this is and then Nancy Pelosi having an interview in her mansion showing off all the ice cream she has in her refrigerator. Now when does that make sense? Oh my God! I mean, I mean, people are starving out there. People are hurting.
What the heck is that? She's got gallons and gallons of ice cream.
I know. It's just it makes you wonder how disconnected they are. They are totally disconnected from reality.
Right.
And
Everybody is.
and so but what do we need to do? Do we need to reopen? Do the states need to do that? Do the individual states need to do what they need to do for their states, or is it a federal issue?
Constitution. The states are the ones.
Okay.
Not Trump. He can, I can do whatever I want. He can't.
Well, it depends on the Constitution, but yes, the states have a lot of power as far as opening up, and I believe it should be left to them.
What's the name of this country from the beginning? 1776. What's the name of this country?
I know.
What's the name?
The United States of America.
That means the states themselves merged it to create the federal government. That's the way it has been. Now, to me, the states, they have the right to open or not, depending the situation of each state.
But you got to remember now. You got to remember. You got to remember.
He wants to be appointed.
But no. We're not going down that road today. No, we're not going down that road today. Anyway, the thing is, though, the states can do whatever inside their borders, okay, which is fine. But they can't, whatever they do inside their borders cannot affect an adjoining state, okay? So that's where the federal government comes in, because now you're crossing state lines, okay? So if the virus,
what the governments are doing now,
if they
are
open up,
congregating themselves and coordinating.
they have to. They have to.
On an open situation.
They have to.
Because one helps the other.
They have to, but like say Texas, say if Texas reopened, okay, but then they still had the virus and it was exported to New Mexico. Well, then the federal government would have to step in because it's crossed state lines. Is what I'm saying.
I understand.
Okay, so.
But the federal government has nothing to do with that.
Well, the federal government would have to step in and say, Texas, you gotta stop because you're exporting the virus to New Mexico.
That's the situation.
Right, so.
But that's why we need more testing.
Well, and they're working on it.
Little by little, the economy, on a safe way. The way the federal government wants is not safe at all.
You know what? Well,
We
what?
can't afford again going back to scratching and restart everything
So what is safe? So what is safe? So what is safe? Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what safe is.
Let's see. We are starting to see what happened with South Korea. And they did pretty good.
Well, I know that, but now the problem is the people that contracted the virus and then got rid of the virus are getting reinfected.
That's another situation.
That's what I'm saying. We have to be cautious. At the same time, we have to reopen parts of the economy. And so I don't think there's no. I mean, it's a balance here, you know, and it's a problem. It's a big problem because some people want to go fast, and then, but then at the same time, if you go fast, you could just start another second wave of this virus. So it's a balancing act.
We never had anything like that.
No, we haven't. And so, I mean, I don't know what we're going to do about it, but you know, I think we should listen to the medical professionals and really, you know.
They are the ones who should go in front of the cameras and say what they have to say.
I agree. And
now, I don't remember what state. I was seeing it was 3 o'clock in the morning. One state, protesters went to the street asking to sack Fauci, Dr. Fauci, Anthony Fauci.
Right.
They wanted him to be fired.
That's crazy.
Why?
I know.
Those people are going crazy.
Well, I think the problem is everybody's been cooped up. Everybody's been cooped up. Everybody's been, you know, told to stay at home. They're losing basically their money. You know, their savings is going away. They're not working.
I know, but what can we do?
There's not much we can do at this point. So, as far as this goes, I mean, this is new territory. So I think what we have to do is listen to the medical professionals, and we just got to just watch and see. Watch and see. Well, you're going to have to watch and see. There's no other way to do it, I don't think. I mean, this is all new ground, but hold that thought, Louis, while you're there on Skype. Hold that thought. Has anybody out there thought about starting your own podcast? Well, when we didn't know where to go, what to do, you know, do the audio podcast, and we found Anchor. Anchor FM is your one-stop shop for uploading, hosting, and distributing a podcast. It's really, really simple to use, doesn't cost a nickel, and plus you could possibly get paid to do your podcast. So if you would like more information, let's go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start, and they'll get you started right away, and who knows, you might be able to use Skype too. So anyway, let's move on to the election 2020. Okay, there's some people out there that are saying that Joe Biden maybe not be able to be fit enough to do this, even if he wins, even to, you know, go on the campaign trail once it opens back up. But a lot of people are questioning his stamina and fitness, and so what are your thoughts about that?
I don't know. And we always talked about this situation of aging. Now, when I got this morning, and I couldn't do anything about that because I wasn't feeling too good, Biden said that he would add Michelle as his vice president in a heartbeat.
Okay.
But I didn't really get the article. That's exactly how.
Well,
I had to take a little time and check it out.
Okay, well, you know that.
No, if I like it, I post on garage door.
Okay, well, I don't think Michelle wants any part of that. Only because, you know,
Well, I haven't got her answer.
all right, all right.
That's what he's coming. Because he knows that everybody in the United States like Michelle.
Okay, what about Hillary being a running mate?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well-
he wants somebody that can help him to get votes.
Right, right. So,
And Michelle is a good candidate.
well, I would say if only she would want to put up with that. I mean, that would be.
I don't know.
I.
Well, it's up to him, her.
But.
And we have got to want to see. We sit back and see what the heck is going to happen.
Well,
that's all.
I know that, but it's very important because, like I said, his health is in question. Biden's health's in question. So, whoever becomes his running mate could possibly, even if he wins the election in November, he may not make it 4 years.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Right. And so whoever is his running mate, would have to be ready to step right into the role, So
Well,
that's
Michelle, at this point, Michelle would think because her husband would help her.
Oh, I'm sure of that. Yeah,
You know that.
I'm sure of that. But that's the question that we had, and so I don't know. It all depends on this virus too, because if the virus lingers into November, or if we have a second wave in November, I mean, it's hard, especially if you notice every time that we've had a war in this country, which basically this coronavirus is a war, an invisible enemy, but we've never changed presidents in the middle of a conflict or a crisis, and so that's through history. So it would be, it depends on the virus, but if this lingers into November, I really don't see Biden win the election because people don't like to change their votes in the middle of the sea. You know what I mean? And
see too many variables are playing at this point because of the virus.
This is true.
So we can even I can't say, oh, Trump is gonna win. Oh, Biden is gonna win. I can't say one word about that.
It's still up in the air because of the virus. You're correct. So anyway, it's a wait and see, and we'll see what happens. And anyway, we're at a part of our podcast we like to call our shame pile, and we shame people, places, ourselves. Depends.
My shame.
Okay.
The American politics.
The American politics, politicians, or politics in general.
The politicians who are making this situation politics, using politics, the politicians.
Okay.
On both sides.
Well, you know what? My shame is the same. Why would Nancy Pelosi in the middle of a crisis show everybody her refrigerator, expensive refrigerator at that? I think it was a Viking, full of luxury ice cream. Is that rubbing it in the face of people? Is that rubbing it in the face or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that right there makes me, just.
I don't think she thought about that.
Well, I don't think she's thought about a lot of things lately, but that's just me.
That's okay. The age is green.
Evidently. Well, she likes her ice cream. She likes her ice cream, so that's good. That's
okay.
Yeah, anyway.
You can have that opinion she wants. I don't care.
That's right. All right. Well, anyway, that's our show for today, Garage Door Politics. And we'll see you next week. And hopefully, pretty soon we won't have to do the social distancing.
As long as you have truth, that's all.
All right.
Okay. Thanks everybody for watching us. We
And we'll see you next week.
You all for next weekend. Thank you very much for taking your time and watching us.
All right.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.